Well, for several businesses on the island, they're just bouncing back from effects of Tropical Storm Alberto.
Our Alexis Green spent the day talking with some of those business owners on how they are preparing for whatever Beryl could bring. She joins us now live in studio with that report. Alexis.
Thank you, Rudy and Leslie. Now, we knew this would be an active weather season, but that still doesn't mean back-to-back weather events isn't causing whiplash to some businesses on Padre Island who experienced major flooding less than 2 weeks ago. I spoke to the owner of Sunset Island, who says it comes with the territory of being waterfront, and they were on a call today to discuss their game plan.
One of the benefits is living that close. One of the detriments is living that close.
That was Steve Gotberg, CEO of Sunset Island, which is the property under the JFK Bridge that's home to Marker 37, Snoopy, Scoopies, and the Pearl. All of which he says he's trying to prep for possible weather events that might come our way.
5 days out, we are on very formal checklists that we go through. On day 5, we do this. Day 4, we do this. Day 3, etc. on down.
According to Gotberg, in a team meeting Tuesday, they discussed priorities, which include safety for their guests and employees, as well as minimizing loss, whether that's the property or food for 4 of their restaurants. Gotberg says they are also preparing for winter flood damage like they saw with Alberto.
As we could get either or both, of course. Just as we experienced a week ago, we actually had to shut the restaurants down for 4 days because of flooding.
According to Gotberg, day 3 is when they make the executive decision whether or not to have boats removed from their marina. We also caught up with a local fishing guide who serves his clients out of Marker 37.
All my customers meet me here. This is a premier location. I keep my boat here, and yeah, it's just easy access.
Kevin Gotzi says they hope Hurricane Beryl doesn't create another rain event like Alberto did.
Last week's event kind of slowed us down. You know, it kind of messes up the fishing conditions, but it always bounces back. And of course, we've got that big storm that might get into the Gulf this week. If that's the case, we'll be pulling out boats and boarding up houses.
Regardless of the outcome, Gotberg says preparations are key.
We definitely prepare for the worst, but we're praying for the best.
Now, you might remember post-Alberto, the other side of the JFK saw an awful lot of flooding as well. I stopped in to check on some of the bait stands out there, and they told me that one of their biggest preps is to make sure that their generators work because they don't want to lose out on thousands of dollars of live bait. Back to you, Rudy and Leslie.
Being prepared.